Hey guys, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new. Let me get my mouse out of the way. How are you guys doing today? I'm excited. We're still before Christmas. Although, again, I'm filming ahead. It is Tina's 100 weeks of mass makes in 100 days. I am on week 38. For me, day 38. We are making actually something relatively simple, considering the last two mass makes I was sewing, and it was awful. We are making simple pockets. What I like about this is, well, it's in the name. They're simple. And what I really like about this is I think I can use scraps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by cutting this piece of paper. Assuming I can get it to cut where I want it to. I'm going to cut this corner off of here. And I'm going to cut this corner, this flat, whoa. I'm going to cut this. Actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and cut it here. Okay. And then I don't know. We're going to see if I have to cut it again. It's not straight, so maybe I will just take that off of there. Hold on a sec. All right, sorry about that. So, all right, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, that should be good. So basically all we're doing is you're going to fold in your edges. Give yourself a little bit of space on one side. Turn it over and give yourself, get them, I guess, as close to the same as you can. I don't think it really matters. Obviously, you don't want them too much. It is a pocket, so you don't want it to be too crazy out of whack. And then you can fold the bottom up. And when you're ready to use it, it'll be ready to glue in. Okay, gussets and all. Okay, and then you can cut your corners out. Now, what she was making the comment that she kind of cuts, she cuts straight across. I have a tendency to do the thing where I shift. But it's obviously up to you. She did not do the top. I usually do the top ones at a little bit of an angle, especially if I'm not sure if everything's cut right, just so that I'm sure they won't show. Okay, and then you're going to get that. There you have it. A pocket. All set, ready to go. You decorate the front and it's ready to go in a book. Okay? So I figured we would make a few. And then, now this is card. So for my money, this is a good, all on its own. It doesn't need any kind of reinforcement or anything like that. I don't know if it's straight because I don't fold straight, but it's pretty close. And that's a pocket. So we're ready with that one. Although this would have to be a side pocket because there's no way that's making it on a page like this unless you are making a really big journal. But that's obviously going to be a side tuck pocket. Okay. Something else you might make these out of is I could take this. And, oh no, I don't want to use that one. Hold on. Let me get a piece of, I like this book page. I think I've told you guys this before. It's nice and sturdy. It's not, going to fall apart on me. I'm trying to get a couple pages out of the stack. Okay, so if I wanted to, that's a really pretty picture of a palm tree. I'm going to try not to use any pictures that I think I might use for something else. Actually, you know what? What we'll do is we'll cut this. Okay, so if you take you can do this one of two ways. I can make a pocket to go up and down this way, like across. So what I basically will do is I will fold my edges in just like I did on the other one. So we'll fold this edge in and we'll fold this edge in. And again, this is relatively thick book page, so I don't have any problems using this as a pocket in and of itself without any reinforcement at the top. Okay, and then we're going to cut kind of right at the corner. And then as I always cut these down. I mean, that's personal preference. Obviously, you do whatever you have found to be the best way to do that. We'll put all of our edges down. Like so. And then we have another one, and this one is book page ready to be decorated. Okay, so let's see. I have a bunch of scraps over here, and I do want to make some out of the scraps, but I wanted to then do, that's not going to work. This would work. So then you could also do a tall one like the one we just did, in which case I would just fold my sides down, and you can use your folds to make your pocket the size you want. Okay, so I fold my sides down, fold my bottom over. This is going to be close to a full page pocket. Again, none of this shows, so it's not like, there doesn't have to be an exact science to it. Okay. And then, and if you wanted to take the extra step, my edges overlap here. Depending on how you cut them, they may not. I think when Tina was doing it straight across, hers met, but they didn't overlap. Mine overlap. I could go ahead and glue those so that my pocket is just ready to, and I don't have anything to worry about. Let's measure this and make sure it's going to fit on the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Yeah, it'll fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1/4. Okay, so there's another pocket. So 3 so far. And I don't know what I did with the striped one. Let me put these back in the book page pile because I don't need them out. And I'm making a mess over here. Oh, there's the striped one. Okay, so tuck these over here. And we're going to move the trash. And let's get this. Now, for my money, I can make 2 out of this. I can make one going across and one going up and down. So if we go like this, that is not straight. I try to make it straight with the edges of the paper and hope that that gets me a straight fold, but if the edges of my paper aren't straight, that's not going to be a straight fold. So, I mean, so my run-in with filming multiple videos in a day is, in the first video I film in the day, I usually tell you what's going on because I say, oh, this one's going to go up on blah, blah, blah day. And then I tell you what's going on and what my plans are, and nothing new has happened. It's still the same day. So, like in one of the videos, it was either yesterday or the day before, I told you that it's the Friday before Christmas, and later this evening I'm going to be going up and sorting gifts. Yeah, well, the gift sorting hasn't happened yet. So, that's where we are. We had a nice light dinner. It's the evening. At this point, we've had some snow. Not a lot. Probably won't last till Christmas. So, there's that. I just want it to be straight so when I go to put it in a book, the bottom of the pocket doesn't look uneven. Or the side of the pocket or whatever. Now for this pocket, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's almost 6 inches wide. So we're going to take a little bit off of this one, maybe an inch, make it 5 inches wide. Okay. And then I will cut my, although they probably won't show because I just trimmed them even with the front. So all right, so we've got 2 of those. Let's see. Maybe I could cut. No, I have a trimmer right here. We aren't doing that. But maybe I could cut. Ooh, that's awfully narrow, isn't it? This is definitely going to be a bottom pocket, so we'll fold. Okay, let's see how wide that ends up being. That is a little over 6 inches. I'm going to fold it in a little more on either side and maybe cut some of that off. You don't need your flaps to be real wide, although they will be glued down in your pocket. If they're too wide, though, I feel like they can get in the way. So I would cut these down. And again, they aren't going to show. I'm not worried about, hence the fact that I'm using scissors. I'm not real worried about straight. Okay, and then the bottom, I don't want to take too much out of the pocket as far as depth goes. All right, and then we're clipping corners. Assuming I can find the right corner. I think it's that one. I hope it's that one. Looks right. Okay, there's another one. So these go pretty quick, and they're a great way to use some of your larger scraps that you have that you aren't really sure what you're going to do with. Now, for something like this, let's cut this torn section off. Okay, so what I would do for this, let's see how wide we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't necessarily know that I'm going to go in an inch on each side. So this might be a tall. So I would fold in like this. Okay, so there's my folds on the side, or the top and bottom as this case will be. And then I'm going to fold the back. Okay, so we're going to do like that. All right, and that's my framework. Now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 3/4. Maybe I want it to be I'm going to fold it right here. Back to the We're looking for a 4-inch pocket. Now, The reason I'm doing this and I'm not just cutting this off is because this is scrapbook paper. So we're going to fold this down, and I'm going to reinforce the edge of this one because this one is just paper. Let me get, nope, got it right here. And a book page I don't care about. I buried all my book pages, guys. I buried them all. And this is a small one. Perfect. All right, and then we're going to fold this over, and we're going to put that down. Now, I'm doing this to reinforce the edge of my pocket because, like I said, this is paper and not, and I probably don't need to trim this, but because it's going to be the inside gusset, so I guess it's not really, doesn't really need trimming. Okay, and then we have, you can put your gussets back in. And we're going to cut our, just like we would on the other ones, we're just going to cut our corners. And I'm still going to cut the tops. And then this one would be a tall, like that. It's too wide to go across. So we have that one. So that's what you could do with, like, if you have paper ones that you really want to make into pockets, but they need reinforcement. There you go. Okay. I'm going to go, let's see what we got here. I've got a bunch of scraps over here to the side, so I'm just, okay, we could do something with this. Okay, again, we can probably do 2 out of this. The reason I like the idea of just taking the scrap, cutting it into 2 separate pockets, is I get rid of the scrap. I don't have to like cut a piece off, use it as a pocket, and then stick the rest of the scrap back in my box. It's like that scrap is out. Done. And as you can see, these go really fast once you get moving and you get like a rhythm going. It's just fold, 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 clip, clip, clip. Technically 4 clips, but okay. And I can make that. This usually makes one that goes across and one that goes up and down. So I've got this one that's going to go up and down. My only thing is can I fold it straight? And then here. And then here. Now, again with this one, it looks like it's going to be kind of wide. Almost 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip my corners and then I'm going to trim the top. I don't want it to be 6 inches. Okay, that seems like a good side pocket. Okay, so we got those. All right, let's see if I have any down here. And we got something like this. We can make this into a pocket. This is already less than 6, so when I get the folds in, this should be a good size. So if I put a fold in here, fold in here, put a fold in the bottom. Oops. Okay. Clip it. Might have to take my sleeves off here shortly. We got the pellet stove. You can probably hear it tinging and dinging behind me. Little pellets shooting into their little spots. Yeah, so once that thing gets going, because it's like right behind me, it doesn't take long for it to warm up, and then I end up having to get my short sleeves back on. All right, so there. It's too wide to go this way, so it'll be an up and down pocket. Even if it doesn't go over the whole page, I feel like you can decorate around it and stuff, so. All right, I know I've got more scrappy pieces under here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I had some. Let's see what we got with these. Okay, so not that. This one I could probably go ahead and fold. Of course, your bottom fold you can always... Now, I will say this. I have had gussets like this that when you glue them down, sometimes as you're trying to put something in the pocket and you want it to fit in between there, it bumps against this. So you just have to be careful about that. Okay. Oops. And normally this isn't something I would use double-sided paper for, but it's a scrap, and I'm trying to get rid of scraps. So seems like a decent enough project. Let me see if there's any more, and if not, I think we might move on to decorating. Okay, guys, I think that's all I had out for this. I have paper over there that I was doing with other stuff, and Okay, so let's see about maybe decorating some of these, at least one of them. So this would be an up and down pocket this way. Oh, look, right off the top, I've got some purple lace here. Look at that. I put this one here with something, some sort of card or something over it. I'll just bring these over and we'll take a look at them. Probably not that one. Not that one. I want something with some purple in it. Ooh, that's got like all the colors in it. That too. Or this. Wow, I'm spoiled for choice. I didn't think I was going to have enough. Okay, let's put this one off, these off to the side until I'm ready to put them away. Now, basically what I would do with these is we would cut off a little card and then we could decorate around on the card. Oh, I actually really like this one. Okay, so let's take one of these off. And I'm actually going to back it so that it's... I mean, I'm going to be gluing it down, but I think to glue over lace and stuff, I would like for it to be a little more sturdy. So let me glue this down. My hot glue gun is plugged in, so that's a plus. I took some of these and made like tags and stuff out of them. I'll have to see if they're laying over here. I think they're laying right over here next to me. I can pull one over and show you what I mean. Oh shoot. Well, it needs to go down straight. Still didn't. Okay. And of course now it's crooked up there where the words are that I don't want to cut. All right. Well, we'll have to make it work. See, I just took them and cut them. I put them on scrapbook paper, and then I put them on like tall tags. I mean, you can use these for all kinds of stuff because they're already decorated. So it's great. All right. So that's not down on paper, but it might work okay still. All right, we're going to use a couple of the elements off of here. Yeah, that's right, my fingers all over it. So we'll cut this off like that. And then I was thinking I would cut right across here. This looks too big. Yeah, it is. I did not cut that straight. Okay, now we'll put a piece of this on here. I'm not really sure. I think the best thing to put this down with is going to be I forgot this is that lace that like it sheds. Hopefully if it's glued down to something it'll stop shedding. I don't know why it sheds. I mean, I guess because it's old. It's probably cheap. I don't have any illusions that it's like some expensive high fancy stuff. Or even that it's well-made vintage. Okay. So I'm going to keep the stuff at the bottom, but we're going to trim these edges. Okay. And on this side. Okay. All right. Let's get this. I know I went all quiet on you. Sorry. Okay, now the question would be, I think the answer is yes, but what I was going to say was the question would be whether or not I want to put these on their own pieces of something. And I think my answer is yes, I do. So, my son may be home from work, in which case I might be pausing you guys for a sec. Okay, let me get, let's see, what colors should we have? Okay, this is coming off of its backing. The backing is going to make it able to stand up to being put all over this lace that I'm trying to put it on, because otherwise, no way, not happening. Because this is really flimsy paper. I would say it's thinner than copy paper, but okay. So that one there. And this coming down the side also needs something behind it, or something. I'm looking for music sheet, guys. Just give me a second. There we go. Question is, can I find something? Ooh, look at that. I like lots of notes. So we could probably use that. I'm in my flower bag, guys. Can you hear it? Okay. Maybe one of these guys. And we'll put something in the middle. Okay, we've got all our pieces. Now let's just put it together. Okay, so like that, and like that. And then I might be able to put the flower. Probably not. I could probably put it there. Something else would have to go down there. What do you guys think? Oh, I like it. Okay, let me get... All right, so we'll decorate this one up and then I'll let you guys go. And this was fun. All right, we got that on there. So we're just going to ink everything up so it kind of stands out from the background. I mean, these, when I said these colors matched, I didn't realize they matched like so well. It's like, oh, this has to go down. I'm going to ink all the way around it just because I don't know what's going to show and what's not. So let's just, better safe than sorry kind of a deal. And then this was going to go kind of over here. This would go like that. So I want to put it ooh, that was a lot of glue. I was squeezing. I didn't realize anything was coming out because it felt clogged. It wasn't. Okay, next is this. I don't know if I'll get any more film today. I definitely want to do some more filming tomorrow. I'm trying to get a certain number of videos done before Christmas, and then I can just relax and edit and get stuff up. Okay. Now this I'm going to put down. Ooh, guys, I buried my hot glue gun again. That table off to my side never stays clear. It's where I want to be able to put my... It's where I want to be able to put my my cutter. Like I have my big cutter over there, but I can't ever use it because just don't. I'm always burying it in stuff as I sit stuff off to the side that I can't. I love hot glue. It's my favorite. Okay. Oh, still got some more. All right, we are going to try and round these two. I like rounded better than pointed. I don't know. And I'm going to round this one. Hopefully, tomorrow I'll be able to... Oh, I know what I can tell you. So I was out shopping, and remember I told you a few videos back that my niece was really easy to shop for, and I already had her a gift, and my sister is very adamant because she has 7 kids, and I don't have a problem with this. I'm not complaining. I think this is very okay because we had a similar experience. So she said, you can't leave any of them out. You can't give to one and not the others. And I said, okay, that's fair. She said, so do you still want to buy? She said, I know it's 7 kids. It's a lot. I said, it's not a big deal. It's all good. So I don't know if I should put this down with hot glue or I'm thinking hot glue maybe because it's got to go through all that lace. I feel like the hot glue will hold it better. Anyway, so she was making sure I was okay with it. And I told her, I said, well, I had already bought my niece's present at that point. So I told her. And she said, okay, well, just can't leave any of the others out. And I said, I would never do that. So I was on the hunt for something to buy for my nephews. Well, I was in a CVS pharmacy. I don't know how worldwide those are or what, but you know, it's a pharmacy shop. And I was in the CVS pharmacy and I happened to walk over to the toy department and I was looking at toys over there and all this kind of stuff. And I spotted this one remote control vehicle. I had picked out some toys and I was like, oh, I'll get this for the youngest. I'll get this for this person and like that. And I spotted this remote control vehicle and I was like, wait, I'm going to go to Walmart and get everybody, even the little guys. I'm going to find, you know, like sometimes they make them for little kids, like little, maybe, no, it still covers up the E. Like remote control cars for little guys. And that's what I've decided I'm going to go get. I'm going to go get everybody a remote control, some sort of remote control vehicle. Because I feel like they've gotten to the point where now, technology-wise, it's not like, they're not crazy anymore. Maybe. What's this? Oh, this is that yellow guy that I like. Oh, I kind of like him in there. All right, let's see if I can get this to... I've got one little... You know what? I'm going to cut this right here. That was my son getting home from work. I took a moment to clean up some trash. So this is all pretty much glued down. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one piece of the... It sticks up right there. And actually I think there's a big glob of glue right there. So I'm trying to cut it down to make it flatter. I suppose I could also, the glue part, I suppose I could melt down. Maybe. Yeah, that works pretty good. If you got one sticking up, you can just take a glob and, take your hot glue gun and smush it down with the hot tip of it. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. And then I'm going to put this in here. So yeah, that was my decision. So I'm going to have to make a Walmart run before the week is out before Christmas. Probably this weekend. Actually, probably Sunday after church, because I'll already be out. Guys, I love the way that looks. Oh, you know what? Hold on. One more thing. I want to get my bling box. Let's put this back. I don't need this anymore, and it's in my way, and I'm going to knock it over, and it's going to make a mess. Okay, let me get my bling box out here, because I have tons of space to be adding more things to my desk. I wanted to see if I had any, what are we thinking? Gems, pearls. What do we think? I could do pink pearl. I could do pink gems. What is that? I don't want to do pink. I could do red gems. I don't want to do pink. It's too... There's too much pink right around there. Here's red gems. I could do red gems. Let's do that. We'll do 4 of them. Uh-oh, I tucked the cord of my glue gun into my drawer. Okay. See how bad I can burn my fingers today. Now, my one son that just got home from an 8 o'clock shift has an 8 a.m. shift tomorrow. So now that he's home, he doesn't really stay up late on this night. Every Friday he works till 8 o'clock, and then in the morning he has to get up and go in at 8 o'clock. So on Saturday, he's the one that works in grocery. So yeah, so my time with you guys tonight is pretty much done. All right, and there we have it. I love the way that pocket turned out. See, these are fun to break up. I feel like they make cute little decoration pieces if you break them up. And I could even, I mean, it won't fit on this pocket. I wouldn't put it on here, but I could even cut this little envelope out down here. Now, I don't know, because it's got her name and copyright on it, and not for nothing, I don't necessarily want that on the art project, but yeah, I think these little pads though make a great decorating pieces. So sometimes when I can't think of anything else, I reach for them. But so this was simple pockets. I think they turn out really cute, and like I said, ready to go. Just glue it in and tuck stuff in it. And I love the way that turned out. And I will see you guys tomorrow with whatever crafting assignment that brings. Bye-bye.